The Mothers of Uganda were a group of 45 Catholic and Anglican men who were killed during the persecution of Christians under the rule of King Mwanga. The youth were arrested and sent to Namungongo. The 22 African Roman Catholics, including Saint Kizito and Saint Charles Lwanga, were burned to death on June 3, 1886. They were beatified in 1920 and canonized in 1964. They are the patron saints of traumatized youth. Saint Augustine of Hippo was also known as Aurelius Augustinus. He was born on November 13, 354 in Tagus. Amongst his siblings, he was the only one who acquired a first-class education. At the age of 28, restless and ambitious Augustine left for Rome to pursue his career. After only 2 years in Milan, Augustine's career ran in the ground. He resigned his teaching post, and after some soul-searching and apparent idleness, he made his way back to the native town. He was the Bishop of Hippo from 396 to 430 and one of the Latin fathers of the church. Augustine is remarkable for what he did and extraordinary for what he wrote, such as the Confessions of St. Augustine and the City of God. His theological teaching shaped the Latin Christianity. Augustine died on August 28, 430 and is the patron saint of theologians and brewers. Saint Anthony of Padua, originally called Fernando Martino del Bujo, was born in 1195 in Lisbon, Portugal. He was born into a rich family and raised in the church. He joined the Franciscan order in 1220, hoping to preach to Muslims. He fell ill on his way to Morocco and was forced to return home. On his journey home, his ship was blown off course and landed in Sicily, but his poor health did not allow him to pursue his missionary work. This led him to teach. He was noted for his simple yet profound teachings of the Catholic faith. Saint Anthony died on the route to Padua and is well known for his reputation as a miracle worker, and was declared the Doctor of the Church in 1946. Saint Anthony is the patron saint of the poor. Santa Chiara d'Assisi was born on July 16, 1194 in Assisi. At age 18, she heard Saint Francis of Assisi preach during a Lenten service and asked him to help her live her life according to the gospel. Claire left her father's home and went to the chapel of Pozioncula to meet with Francis. While there, Claire's hair was cut off and was given a plain robe and veil in exchange for her rich gown. When her father attempted to force her back into his home, she refused and professed that she would rather have no other husband than Jesus Christ. Saint Claire and her sisters wore no shoes, ate no meat, lived in a poor house, and kept silent most of the time. Their lives consisted of manual labor and prayer. Claire was so devoted and dedicated to Francis that she was often referred to as another Francis. Saint Claire became sick and suffered great pains for many years. Claire died at age 59 in the year 1253. She is the patron saint of eye disease and goldsmith. The apocryphal date for Joseph's birth is 90 BC in Bethlehem. Saint Joseph is the husband of Mary and the foster father of Jesus. Despite coming from a royal lineage, he was a carpenter. Joseph was a compassionate and caring man. When he discovered Mary was pregnant, he knew women accused of adultery could be stoned to death. So he resolved to send her away quietly, not to expose her to shame or cruelty. He respected God and followed God's commands in handling the situation with Mary and Jesus. The apocryphal date of Joseph's death is July 20, AD 18 in Nazareth. He is celebrated on March 19th and is the patron saint of fathers and the Universal Church. Martyrs of Uganda: Saint Augustine, Saint Anthony of Padua, Saint Clare of Assisi, Saint Joseph. Saint Joseph, pray for us.